の血縁者です。そのためには強くなくてはダメね。嫌いでしょ。弱い女の子は。
While it may seem like fencing is your typical sword fight, and yeah, it is a sword fight, but it's nothing like you'd expect from a TV show or movie. Yeah, and thankfully too. But it is what you could expect from a video game, especially 2D fighters.
Main combo 2 with the EX, this man is so aware all the time. He aims that super. Oh my goodness! Walking forward, then catching a flinch and gets the dragon suplex for the kill.
We've all seen a 2D fighter and can understand the basis of what's happening. Punch, Hadouken, block, punish, footsies, and etc. But how many of us understand what's happening here?
Kiefer by 1 second period.
Kiefer has been so precise today in her fencing, making a really strong, sharp beat attack. She controls the hit.
Like most of you have already guessed by now, fencing shares all the basic fighting game ideas, minus the fireballs, of course. Once again, just to drive my point a bit, attack, parry, riposte, footsies, or as fencers call it, distance. I know it's easy to make this comparison with anything, but let's go further into it, starting with footsies. Footsies in the FGC, the fighting game community, is old school slang for the mid-range strategy or part of a match where neither players are close enough to hit, so they're forcing each other to play from range until someone makes a mistake to get punished. TLDR, don't mess up or I will hit you. This same concept is applied to fencing with what we call distance. You want to play outside your opponent's range until they make a mistake. This applies especially well to fencing as both fencers only have 1 life in each round. But just like fighting games, we have different characters with different ranges. A taller fencer has the advantage from farther away, but otherwise a shorter fencer is best up close. Every person is a different character with unique stats and specialties. We all excel at something and have a weakness in other areas. Almost like fighting games. I think you get my point. Unless, of course, you're Osanguk, which then you might just be good at everything. This distance game is crucial to both fighting games and fencing, because if you mess up, you get punished.
Yes, sir! Don't whiff!
Punishing, or in fencing terms, a riposte or even a counterattack. A riposte is an attack made directly after you parry an opponent attempting to hit you, a parry being a block with your blade. And while a punish looks like this in a fighting game, it looks like this in fencing. A lot faster, and sadly the fencer isn't flying off into the air, but it is pretty much the same thing. While in a fighting game punishing is as easy as doing a motion input, not to say that that is easy, fencing has the added difficulty of using your entire body, and specifically in foil and epee, hitting with your tip, aka your hitbox. For any non-fencers who are watching the video right now, there are 3 blades in fencing that all have different styles and ways to fence. In foil and epee, you have to hit your tip against your opponent, while in saber you can use any part of the blade to hit your opponent. And each blade has different target areas which vary depending on which blade you're doing. In foil and epee, your hitbox isn't active until you push your tip down against the opponent. While in saber, your blade has an active hitbox, almost like a lightsaber. Another similarity between fighting games and fencing is the one-on-one aspect. It's you against that one other person, and unlike other sports where you have a team, you can only blame yourself for your losses, and you can only credit yourself for your wins. And this creates a really personal aspect with your community and the people around you, because you're spending so much time breaking them down and watching them that you tend to make a lot of friends and can really bear witness to all the stories going on around you. While there are plenty of other topics that I can go into regarding the relation between 2D fighting games and fencing, I definitely won't be able to hit them all, especially not in detail in this video. I do plan on making more content like this in the future, so if you enjoy content like this, or just like fencing in general, subscribe and let me know what other fencing topics I should make videos like this on. But nonetheless, with a passion for fencing, this has been Sean from OTF, and thank you for watching.